As we look at the planetary journey that is ahead of us for this next week, first looking at man time, we're shifting from April into May. So, we're still in the Taurus season. I'm going to pull up the chart for what it is that we're playing with this week because it will be of assistance for actually sharing some words about this particular type of journey that we're going to go on this week. Right off the bat, the moon has been out of bounds. It went out of bounds on, what was it? I think the 26th. Yeah, the 26th. And it comes back inbound on the 1st of May. So it's still out of bounds here. It's just entered Capricorn, as you can see right here at the top of the chart. And it will make its way to Aquarius on the 1st, where it comes back into bounds. But that's not the main energy that I'm tuning into this week. It just means that for this particular weekend that we're concluding and the first couple of days of the week, our emotions may be running a little on the wild side. There are energy factors in play that you may not easily or effectively be able to put your finger on and say, this is why I'm feeling a little, I don't know, what shall we call it? I'm feeling a little bit more possibly energized by this lunar dance that's going on. It's in Capricorn. This is the land, Capricorn, the land of the politician. And, might you sense that there are some out of bounds things going on in that scene? Well, it seems like it's always the case, but we won't dwell too heavily on that. Monday. On Monday, Venus, this is a biggie. Venus, we're in Taurus season. Venus is the ruler of Taurus. Venus steps into the sign of Taurus on this Monday. Picture, if you will, you're a gardener. And this is that time of year, at least here in the northern climes, that the plants are starting to, say, I've done this rooting kind of thing down in the earth, and I'm feeling like the sun is pulling me to the surface and breaking through. And there's a lot of that going on in the garden these days. And Taurus is the land of the earth. Mother Earth beckoning our participation. And the plants, the plant beings saying, yeah, I want to participate too. And so up they come. And with any luck, I saw a saying that's somewhere someone was making a comment about, the fact that you're an excellent, excellent gardener. One of the better traits that you have. And that plant should have tried harder. Well, yeah, right. I don't have, green thumb or fingers or anything like that, like some other people. But I'm happy to say that some plants are happily sprouting forth and saying, hello, I'm going to be a corn plant, or a spinach, or a beet, or something more creative, a bean. And you have to ask yourself, we're in the Taurus season, and as a essential tuning into the natural world, is there an aspect of you that is, possibly sprouting forth right now, saying, I am going to be blank? Fill in the blank yourself, because after all, this is your script we're talking about. I mean, I can give you a general astrological planetary dance script and stuff, but how it actually fits into your life, well, that's up to you, And, when I'm doing astrological charts, I'm reminding people of the process that they are going through and not necessarily telling them what they need to do, but giving them options. What is it that, you know, this particular aspect or planetary dance move might be stimulating within you that is in whatever area of your life that's being stimulated. So where is that Taurus in your chart? What part of you is feeling like it wants to grow? Is there an essence of the druid at work in there saying, how in tune am I to this natural world dance that I am a part of? That's the key. I am a part of that natural world, not just the human thing, but all of life. That's Monday, just for the excitement things of this week. Tuesday comes along. Here we see Mars. 29 degrees, 58 minutes. It only has to move 2 minutes before it's going to move into Aries, a sign that it has extreme affinity for. It is the ruler, And this is Tuesday. Tuesday is guess what? A Mars day. So on this Mars day, Mars comes into Aries. You can hopefully sense an uptick in the energy fields that are being, driven at this time. Aries coming to life. I need to do something. I need to express, the process of what it is that I am. This is Aries, and so it comes to join with, I'm just going to bounce it ahead today just so you can kind of see it in that sign, but it comes to dance with its other Aries partner, the south node of the moon, Mercury moving along no longer in retrograde, thanks to last week's correction to the direction that it's moving forward again, and Chiron, doing its dance to saying, at one point, what Aryan wound is at work right now? Is there an aspect of the self that is discomforted by the process of being? For whatever reason, Mars coming into Aries right now is saying, I am going to, give you the dynamic push energy of what it is that I represent to give you a tailwind in being Aries and expressing that newness of a creative moment that is just now put in an appearance. Doesn't necessarily tell you what it is, only that it's happening. You have to discover that, as I'm sure you will. And since we're here in May 1st that I bumped into, you can see the moon is here in Aquarius. It has finally come back inbounds. And so you can kind of see this clump of planets between Aquarius and Taurus. This is a lopsided chart, and technically this doesn't really portray an actual visual of what the planets are really doing, except at a particular moment. And this would be a particular moment. Kind of see the moon is down here real low underneath the horizon. The horizon would be the 8 o'clock moment. So this is nighttime. Morning has not quite broken yet. We still have a couple hours or so to go. But in a chart, if you happen to see a lot of planets here, and in the real early morning cycles, as well as all the way up to sunset, you can kind of see there's a conglomeration or a gathering of a lot of planets around that sun coming up in the morning. And when I look at a chart and I see that, it says, this person or this energy moment, which this chart represents, is somebody who seeks to protect themselves. All that energy around the ascendant, there are aspects of, this beingness that are, percolating. And as they percolate, I don't want to go too far in the discovery or the expression of who I am. I want to, keep it close to me. That's the kind of energy that represents. And one more aspect for the week is just going to be a short one today. And this is going to be as we get to the, Friday. Friday, look at this. Let's go back a day. Friday, we're going to look at Pluto here. Pluto, 2 degrees 6 minutes of Aquarius. When we go to the next day, look at that. They changed to red. That means that Pluto on Friday this week is stationing to go retrograde for a season. And the retrograde lasts until Pluto, oh yeah, there it is. It lasts until, October 12th. So Pluto moves so friggin' slow. Long dance. It's going to go back to about, I think it's 26 degrees of Capricorn, which is the degree of my 12th house cusp. Just an aside, I have to think about the things going on in my world, and this degree that Pluto is going retrograde in is the same degree that my moon sits at. So, there are some personal inflections in how do I, with the moon at 2 degrees of Aquarius, want to embrace that level of potent, intense transformation that Pluto stands for? Are there aspects of my emotional Pluto, a moon side, that are seeking a rebirthing of some sort? Because that is what Pluto can stand for, trying to, bring about a reawakening to the life process along a different trajectory than it has been on. We'll let you know how that works out, since this is a long footprint. Long footprint. It's going to be with me for years. And I'm just going to, allow it the breadth required for that growth to transpire. And those are the major aspects of planetary dance that are happening this week. Like I said, just going to be a short message for you this week. Keys. Venus coming into Taurus is asking us, are we tuned into the energy of being a partner with Mother Nature? And Aries being or putting out the welcome mat for Mars to come back into that zone. It does it about every 2.5 years to say, thank you for bringing your energy into very specific play with us. Let the adventure begin. That's all I got for this week. Stay tuned. There's always a next week. But pay attention to, our Taurian dance that we're doing this week. We are being invited to sprout anew. What is it that you want to grow yourself into? Ciao, ciao, adios, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen.